is Dinner Date, the show where people hope to find true love through the love of good food.
Ferrero Rocher pancakes, simple yet perfect. That's a dessert.
One lucky person will be getting the chance to find romance as they enjoy 3 very special meals cooked for them by 3 very special blind dates.
I hope I like the food. I hope I'm not going to have to do other faces.
Today's dinner date is Angela Davis, a 29-year-old personal assistant from Edenvale.
I'm a very relaxed person. I'm an outdoor person. I like to hike. I used to rock climb. Anything that gets me out and active floats my boat.
And what might sink it?
I have a very sarcastic tongue. I'm generally the first one to come out with the one-liner.
And what food does the tongue like?
I am a dessert person through and through. Anything that is sweet, but I also like traditional, so I enjoy doing a roast. Sometimes I'll go out of the box and try something new, like I've tried prawns.
Wow, prawns. That's adventurous.
Why am I single? I actually wish I knew that, to be honest.
What is she looking for in a date?
I love dating. I have always been very into old-fashioned chivalrous dating. I like dinner dates, I like movies, I like going for walks, having a picnic.
And what sort of a guy should be carrying the picnic basket?
I like a guy who is confident. Confidence is a killer. If you can walk into a room and just have that air of confidence and make me laugh.
And he shouldn't mind dogs on the kitchen counter, apparently. Angela will get to read 5 menus put together by 5 potential blind dates. The 5 men behind the menus have all come up with a 3-course meal. But Angela will only be having dinner with 3 of them. She'll choose her dates based on the menus she likes the most. So, who are this week's men behind the menus?
Menu 1.
Menu 1 is from sports fanatic Warwick Austin.
How do I describe myself? A bit like a Labrador puppy, I suppose. I suppose I can be a tad clumsy at times, but I'm incredibly lovable and no one can resist me.
Lovable and irresistible. Modest words. What will Angie think of his modest menu of salad, chicken and sorbet?
I'll quarter with my knockout caprese salad. Salad's a bit difficult to eat on a first date. I'll attract her attention with my chicken pepper dew pasta. I like pasta, I don't really like pepper dews. Then finally my sorbet hot dessert. Sorbet is not a dessert, it doesn't have any chocolate. Menu 2.
Menu 2 belongs to a 30-year-old Lone Hill resident, Tyler Roberts.
I've recently started my own business, so we're currently working from here, from this little space. About 2 years ago, I adopted a little dog, a little sausage dog named Fudge, and he's just the love of my life. He doesn't live with me anymore, he stays with my parents down at the coast now. Joburg's a cool place. I miss the coast, but I wouldn't change it for anything.
He's gone with lamb for both his starter and his main, and fortunately for him, he's added a little chocolate to his dessert.
The main is a chutney lamb chops with roasted sweet potato and sweet carrots. Lamb chops is my favorite ever. Dessert, vanilla ice cream with Lindt chocolate sauce. I'm very into dessert, so if it's a good dessert, it's a winner. Menu 3.
Menu 3 comes from Randburg-based motor mechanic Marco Villarini.
Why am I single? I'm a firm believer in things happen for a reason, and I just don't think it's been my time to find someone yet, I suppose.
His poetic menu features mussels to start, bolognese for main, and milk tart for dessert. No chocolate though. Will that count against him?
Starter, creamy mussels to entice you. Oh, I like how this is written really well. The main says penne bolognese to excite you. I'm very fussy with my bolognese. It needs to be cooked for a certain period of time, so dessert, a milk tart for dessert so that I can re-invite you. Milk tart's a borderline dessert because it's sweet. It still doesn't have any chocolate, but that's a home-style menu. Menu 4.
Menu 4 was created by woodworking hobbyist Ryan McGinn.
Dating, for me, non-existent. just because I feel it's like a lot of hard work. But very keen to try it out again and see what it's like.
No wonder he thinks dating is a lot of hard work. The menu he's put together is pretty labor intensive.
The starter is a superb butternut soup, spicy and delicious. I'm on the fence about butternut. I'm not a big fan. Not really a big fan of soup either. The main is beef Wellington with Madeira gravy to hit the spot. I've never had beef Wellington, but I do like Madeira gravy. Dessert, Ferrero Rocher pancakes, simple yet perfect. That's a dessert. And menu 5.
Trying to secure a date with menu 5 is Michael.
Everyone thinks because you're insecurity that you live a serious, dangerous life. It's not actually like that. I actually do have a romantic side to myself. And I like to be spontaneous, take people to new places, meet new people, try different cocktails, drinks, food, and events.
Michael's menu starts with butternut, which we know Angie isn't keen on. He does have some chocolate in his dessert though, which might just give him some points.
Main roasted pork loin with an applejack brandy and whole grain mustard sauce served on a rosti potato. That actually sounds really good. Dessert, amaretto and white chocolate cheesecake. All of this for you, my beautiful dinner dates. I'm Italian, so amaretto gets me. Not so big into cheesecake. It has white chocolate, which is half the chocolate. It's a tough choice.
Okay, so now that Angela has seen all 5 menus, which 3 will she choose?
Okay, so I think I'm gonna go with menu 2, 3, and 4.
So Angela's chosen menu 2 from Tyler, menu 3 from Marco, and menu 4 from Ryan. Over the next 3 nights, Angie will meet each of the men behind the menus she has chosen. They'll all be making her a hearty 3-course meal. But who will she want to see for seconds at the end of the week? First to try and impress Angie with his cooking powers is Tyler.
The type of girl I'd like is someone that's down to earth, friendly, ambitious, beautiful inside and out. Like girls always say, they want a guy to have a job. I just want a girl to have a job too, right?
Right.
Last night, one of my neighbors in the complex, she's going out with a chef. So we spent half the night last night phoning the chef guy, trying to get ideas on herbs and what to cook and what to throw in the food. And yeah, he gave us a whole bunch of ideas. Because he's a chef, he knows everything.
The professionally herbed and spiced tandoori lamb meatballs are one element of Tyler's starter. A minted yogurt is the other.
With the yogurt, all I had to do was throw some fresh yogurt, Greek yogurt, into a bowl, throw a bit of fresh chopped up mint in there, and also I had to season it with some salt and some black pepper, and it creates a bit of a sour, salty sort of a sauce, which goes quite nicely with the meatballs.
So with his salty meatball starter sorted, Tyler moves on to his main, chutney lamb chops with roasted sweet potato and carrots.
Got some lamb chops, shoulder lamb chops, and I've chopped up some sweet potatoes. Chopped them up, made them sort of like wedges. Got a few red onions in here as well. I'm hoping that the red onions mixed in the food will just give it some nice flavor. And I'm just hoping that this will make the meat nice and juicy and tender.
Tyler adds his minty chutney to the lamb and places the dish in the oven to roast.
And yeah, that should do the trick.
After preparing some strawberries to add to dessert, it's off to the bedroom to prepare himself.
So I've just been told my date's on our way here. I'm not gonna lie, I'm a bit nervous. I think I'm gonna go for the Daniel tonight. It's always a winner.
New day, new date. I'm quite excited. I think the nerves have pretty much gone, so it's more a case of now going to have some fun and meet someone new. I always look forward to the desserts, and I believe that this one has got some fruit and chocolate, which is healthy, kind of. So I'm looking forward to that.
Before the meal's even started, Angie's focused on dessert. Will she be in less of a hurry to get to the end of the evening once she meets the person she's going to spend it with?
Hey.
Hi,
How are you?
Angie.
Tyler.
Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you. Welcome to my house.
Thank you.
and short of dinner dating is wine always works.
Glass of champagne.
Thank you.
Cheers.
Cheers.
So, how's your evening been?
Good so far. Champagne makes it better.
Always, eh?
Yeah. So, tell me about you. What do you do?
I'm a self-proclaimed entrepreneur.
Okay.
So I've got my own business. I sell electrical products for capital projects.
Okay.
And yeah, the business has only been going for about 3 years now.
Okay.
But we're growing every year. It's quite exciting. It's a challenge.
Okay.
How about you?
I'm a PA.
A PA?
Yes.
For what company?
A French-owned company. We do leak and flow testing machines.
Sorry, what?
Leak and flow test machines.
Okay, I have no idea what that is.
Okay. I'm gonna think of like a cool way to explain it. If you have something like an exhaust system
Yeah.
and you need to check the rate that air is coming out of it, the machine will pretty much do that.
Okay.
Yeah, it's really like technical, and I had no idea what I was doing when I started, but I'm good now.
So are you the PA for the big boss?
Yes, for the general manager and the technical manager.
Oh
yeah.
my word, it must be a lot of stress, a lot of pressure.
They're nice guys. We are a good team.
Okay, cool. So I hope you're hungry. We're gonna have some dinner now. We start off with some starters.
Awesome.
Do you eat meat?
I do. I eat
Awesome.
everything.
Ah, great.
Okay.
Cool.
Cool.
Cool. Let's start off with some first impressions.
Tyler is very handsome and he smells good, which is always a plus. He seems like there's a lot more to him than what he looks like.
She seemed quite cool. She's such a shorty. She's very cute. Yeah, so I'm keen to get to know her, keen to chat, and we'll see where it goes from there.
So your place is beautiful.
Really?
It really is, and you obviously a bachelor. You clean very, very well. I'm impressed.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Yeah, I haven't been staying here long. I've been staying here since July.
Okay.
Yeah, I used to stay in Randburg,
Okay.
and I had quite a big place there.
Okay.
My mum stayed with me, actually.
Okay.
Thank heaven she doesn't stay with me now, right? Otherwise it'd be an awkward date. With my mum in the background. Yeah, but then mum wanted to move back to East London because she wasn't really digging the Joburg vibe, so...
Okay, so you said you own your own business.
Yes.
Do you work very long hours? Do you work weekends?
That's the weird part. All my mates that are business owners, they keep telling me how they work until midnight. And I find myself still working normal business hours, 7 to
That's
5
really
or 7
nice.
to 6. What's that? My business hours or the meatballs? Is it good?
I lost focus. I wasn't listening to business hours. We'll go back to it. It's very good.
Okay, awesome.
Well done to Tyler. He's got Angie enthusiastic about something other than dessert.
I hope you like these starters.
It was very good.
Awesome. Are you ready to eat the mains?
Bring it on.
Yeah, lamb chops.
Best. That's my favorite.
There we go.
Meat approved. Thoughts, Angie?
Conversation seems to be going. He's a guy that's full of surprises. So, yeah, on to the mains.
And his main thoughts?
The wine is certainly flowing. So yeah, having a good time.
What do you look for in a girl? What type of woman do you want to date?
I've kind of just said, I'll meet someone, I'll accept her for
And
all
when,
the qualities
when
she
she's
has.
right, you'll know. Okay, what are the red flags? Because I think it's easier to go, I don't want this,
Yeah.
then, okay, I'm looking for whatever. So what are your red flags?
Red flags, I would have to say, are smoking
Okay.
cigarettes.
Okay.
I don't smoke cigarettes, so
I also don't smoke.
awesome. Very awesome.
I used to. I'll be
Okay.
honest, I used to. I stopped about 4 years ago.
Okay.
Yeah.
Do you party though? Do you like party lights?
No, I'm
Not-
not a party person. I'm a very chilled person. I'm a pub girl. I like bars. I like dinners. I like restaurants.
So
I like...
do you ever have like a social smoke?
Never.
Never?
Never.
Jeez, that's
Not
good.
since I stopped.
Really?
I kind of figured, you know what? You kick it, you leave it alone. Yeah.
How about you? What are you looking for in a guy?
I think it's kind of the same. Like, I like brunettes. That's about as far as my what I'm looking for goes.
What about a brunette with greys?
Salt and pepper's sexy, so like it works.
Okay, at least.
Yes,
Just
sense of
'cause I'm
humour,
gay. Oh, yeah?
big plus.
Okay.
So I have a 1-year-old niece. I have a 3-year-old son as well.
Really?
Yes.
Word.
Don't
Wasn't
you?
that something that you were supposed to say in the beginning of the conversation?
It is the beginning. We're only on mains. Like, I can't be like, hi, I'm Angie. I have a 3-year-old.
Of course you can.
Hi, I'm Angie. I have a 3-year-old. Yeah.
Okay.
But he's an awesome kid.
Hope you enjoyed that.
That was lovely, thank you.
Cool. Do you have a sweet tooth?
Very, very much so.
It's time for dessert then.
As Tyler prepares dessert, he tries to digest what he's just heard.
So get this. She tells me she has a kid, and I'm like, oh my word. Totally unexpected, blindside, and I'm not quite sure how I feel about that just right now.
How does Angie feel about him just right now?
I don't think he's a party animal as in a clubber and a drinker. So I think he leans more towards the ladies' man side of things. Yeah.
Best you be generous with that chocolate sauce if you want to be this lady's man.
Chocolate's good for your soul.
Yeah. So tell me, are you a romantic kind of girl?
I am, yes, and I like chivalry. Old-fashioned chivalry.
Yeah.
Open the door, pull out the chair, carry the heavy stuff. I'm very into that, yeah. And I like gestures. Gestures don't have to be big. Small gestures. A random phone call, like I'm thinking about you.
Okay.
Like a random text. No, you have a rough day, have an awesome one. That type of stuff is amazing.
Sure.
And how romantic is Tyler?
Well, I consider myself a romantic person. Like,
Okay.
I really enjoy romance and chivalry, like you said. I love writing poetry.
Okay.
So weird. Whenever I like a girl, I won't just tell her straight out. I'll write her a poem telling her I like her.
Okay.
It backfires a lot of the time, but every now and then it does work.
Tell me about when it backfires.
I don't know, girls probably think I'm so weird and random. Like, why would this guy write me a poem?
So, how long are the poems? Wait. Okay.
It's so embarrassing that I've told you I write poetry, but normally they're a few lines long, maybe 10 lines long.
Would you like to read me one?
No. Not in the
I'm
first
quite
date.
insulted. Why would you not want to tell me a poem?
I don't know, it's just I rate it's something for the second date. It's something that you say for the second date. Okay.
If you decide you like me, you'll write me a poem.
Yes, I will
Okay.
write you a poem. And that's how you'll know that I like you, because I've written you a poem.
I'll try not to be like, yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, thank you for a lovely evening. I think I'm going to be heading off.
Okay. Well, thank you for coming over. It's really nice to get to know you.
It was a good night. Thank
Yeah.
you.
How very polite.
I hope to see you again sometime.
Cool, and have a good evening further.
You too. Bye.
Bye. I think the company was very interesting. He's very smooth. I think maybe a little bit too smooth. He seems like a bit of a ladies' man.
Angie will be the one to decide which of the dates she'd like to see again, but which of them will want to go out with her. All 3 dates will be scoring her out of a possible 3 stars.
If I had to rate our date out of 3 stars, I'd probably give her a 2. Which is good because that's 66.66% recurring. She's cute. You know, her general persona is nice. She's a pleasant person. I was a bit taken aback when she said she had a kid, obviously. So that was a bit of a shock for me.
So Tyler gives Angie 2 stars. She found her date just a little too smooth, and thoughts of a child bumped him out of his groove. Next up, we're off to Randburg and the home of 29-year-old motor mechanic Marco Vellerini.
I'm feeling quite nervous. It's not every day that you bring someone new into your house. So, yeah, let's just hope for the best.
Angie liked the way Marco's menu was written, but also mentioned that she's very fussy about how her bolognese is cooked, and that milk tart is a borderline dessert for her. I guess Marco better get his main course right if he's to stand any chance of becoming Angela's main man.
I know people eat with their eyes first, but I'm not too fussy. I enjoy good food. It doesn't have to look good. It's just a bonus, though. Being a little bit Italian and all, with the Italian salad and the penne bolognese, because I am half Italian, so yeah, it's just part of my heritage. So yeah, the kind of person that I would be looking for would be someone who's down to earth, salt of the earth, just someone who's humble, friendly, outgoing, with not too many hang-ups.
And also someone who doesn't mind smelling of garlic.
A little trick to make garlic fine, if your knife doesn't want to chop it properly, just grind some coarse salt in it You mash it. And look how nice and fine that goes.
Useful garlic crushing tip out of the way. Marco gets to work on chopping onions for his bolognese.
I think I'm gonna get emotional now.
He adds the chopped onions to a preheated pan, then mixes in the mince while thinking about the things that make him cringe.
I don't know, the thing that really makes me cringe is people that they don't really know their place. They're just very bombastic and someone let one go at the table where you're eating. Yeah, I've got family like that. That's why I don't like family. There's lots of things, like small things that I don't like. It's like dirty nails on a woman, but I'm a mechanic, so my hands they often do get dirty.
Well, at least we did see him wash them before he started cooking. He adds some herbs and spices to his mince, a tin of tomato puree and a little sugar to sweeten things up. Leaving his bolognese to simmer gently, he moves on to his mussel starter. Following a post-it note recipe stuck on his kitchen wall, he adds some white wine to the melted butter and garlic.
I'm just gonna add some more of that garlic. Maybe the vampires will stay away.
Let's be honest, he's a better cook than a comic.
I don't have to worry about my dessert because I did that a bit earlier. So I just need to garnish that milk tart with a sprig of fresh mint, and then we're all ready to go on that. Then I'm gonna go and get ready. I've got 15 minutes to go before my date arrives.
Just enough time for a quick splash of the face and to add a waistcoat to the all-black ensemble. Spruced up and smelling fresh, Marco returns to the kitchen to add the finishing touches to his meal.
Final minutes, I just need to get some cream into these mussels and chop the bread and rub that olive oil so it can go in there and get toasted.
And let's not forget about the borderline dessert.
I'm just busy garnishing my fridge milk tart here, which I made by taking tennis biscuits and crushing that up and adding melted butter.
Milk tart garnished, Marco returns his attention to his starter.
Maybe season it with a touch of salt.
Cutting slices of panini and coating them with olive oil before placing them under the grill to toast. His final task is setting a romantic mood with his table setting. Meanwhile, Angie's almost there.
Pretty interested to see how the guy is going to cook and what he's going to look like.
Angela's understandably curious about her date. She's anxious about a couple of things as well.
I'm wearing very high shoes, so I'm just kind of going, please don't let me fall.
Worried about walking, she gets the driver to park as close to the door as possible.
Hello.
Hi, Angie.
Marco.
Nice to meet you.
Come on inside. It's nice meeting you.
In typical dinner date tradition, first on the agenda is a glass of wine.
So, Marco, Italian, Portuguese?
Italian. My surname's Flerini, hence the spaghetti bolognese or the penne. And you?
Italian.
Also. Surname?
Davis, my dad's South African.
Oh,
Yeah, my mum was Italian. So a little bit of extra pressure there. I like bolognese.
yeah.
How long does it take to cook your bolognese sauce?
No, it's been simmering for about 3 hours.
Oh,
2
high
3 hours.
five. Real bolognese.
Yeah, there you go.
Okay, awesome.
You ready to go outside and we can get the starter going?
Can do
Sure,
that.
let's go.
Very surprised that he's Italian. I expected Portuguese.
And Marco's first thoughts on his date?
I don't know, I like that she's short. And it seems like she's got a bubbly personality, which is something I like.
Will his starter be something she likes?
Here we go. It's creamy mussels with a toast.
Yummy.
And the toast. It was supposed to be ciabatta, but they didn't have. So it's just a normal panini.
I like panini.
Oh, it's still,
It smells amazing.
it worked. I'm glad it smells good.
Time for starter questions.
What's a typical day for you?
Fixing cars, trucks,
Okay.
motorbikes, you name it. If it's got an engine and the wheels, I can fix it.
Okay.
Yeah. I've got 4 tattoos.
Okay.
Yeah. Do you have any?
3.
3. What do you
I've
have?
got 3. I've got Bella Favola,
Yeah.
and then the other 2 are not in such visible places.
Yeah, I know myself. I
Yeah.
told it. have to take my shirt off to show you.
Not on the first date,
No, because the one's on my ribs and the other one's on my thigh.
Ribs, I know.
Yeah, it was very sore.
Yeah, I can
No,
imagine.
it was, but I can think it was on your shoulder too.
Wasn't
yeah.
sore at all.
Okay.
It's misleading. Wasn't sore at all. But I have a fantastic artist. He's got gentle hands.
Okay.
Maybe I got lucky. I got to get it touched up. So we'll find out on the second go around.
I would just like to go and check on the mains if
Go ahead.
you're happy with that. And I can organise you a survey too.
Thank you. Yeah, I messed.
I don't know. It seems like we're getting on quite well. We've got a sense of humour at least. It's a relief.
It's a little bit undecided, a little bit wary. I'd like him to relax a little bit and talk to me and not be nervous and take it from there.
The properly prepared bolognese main is served with a side of getting to know you.
And you? Do you have kids?
I do. I've got a little boy. He's 3. He'll be 4 in August.
Okay. And what's his name?
Alessandro.
Alessandro.
Yes.
It's nice. It's a nice name. Italian.
Yes.
Okay.
Yourself?
No.
Kids? No
I've got a 4-legged kid. Pixie.
Okay.
Yeah. My little Jack Russell cross Pekingese.
Okay.
Yeah, she's my baby.
Okay.
Yeah.
I
She
have
and I
a
go.
Chihuahua. I love dogs.
Yeah. She and I go fishing together.
Okay.
She drives around with me in the car often.
They are very clever dogs.
Yeah, they are. But she's spoiled. Very.
She's an only child.
Yeah, true. And I forgot to ask, how old are you, if I may ask?
28.
Okay.
And you?
I'm 29.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'm so glad you didn't say like 22.
No. Do I look that young? I'll take it as a compliment.
You do look young.
Oh, thanks.
Am I the only one dying to know what she thinks of the bolognese?
It's actually a nice wine. It was a good choice.
Oh, thanks. I'm not much of a wine drinker.
I think it's more of a ladies' thing.
Yeah, but it'll make me take my clothes off if I have too many.
You should drink mine too and we'll see how this evening ends. That could be quite fun.
Okay, maybe. I like the fact that we're both messy eaters because we both messed a bit. And yeah, conversation seems to be flowing, so I'd take that as a good thing.
The nerves, I think, are a lot better. I'm not feeling much of a vibe between the two of us, which is a bit of a pity. I don't know if it's down to nerves or we're just not clicking, but he said if he has a lot of wine, he gets fun, so let's see how it goes.
But he's not focused on drinking himself fun.
I think I really hope that the dessert lives up to what I've made it to be, but it should be. I'm feeling quite confident on that. It's the long-awaited milk tart.
I'm so excited.
I hope it lives up to what I made it to be.
And you're garnished with mint.
Yeah,
Nice.
good mint. Yeah, just a little bit of freshness. But now I'm gonna wait in anticipation. I've got to see this.
You're gonna watch me eat it. Okay.
No, not the whole thing.
Because that wouldn't be creepy, right?
No, just a bite.
That was funny. Ever been engaged? Married?
Yeah, I was engaged for a little while, a few years ago, but it wasn't the best of decisions. Yeah, because you only hear these dread stories of people that have crazy people in their lives.
Yes.
Yeah, I was one of those, unfortunately.
Did you have the crazy or were you the crazy?
I had the crazy. I had the crazy.
How long were you engaged for?
About a year.
It's a long time.
6 months.
It's a long time.
Too long.
Okay, thank you for a wonderful dinner and for your time tonight.
Okay.
I think it's
Thanks.
time for me to get going.
Glad you enjoyed it. Thank you for joining me on this lovely evening.
Thank you for cooking for me.
I'm glad.
And
Hopefully I'll see you again.
happy dishwashing.
Goodness, thanks.
Bye.
Okay, bye.
It was a little bit of a awkward vibe to begin with. We ended off laughing, which is always good. I'm a big fan of laughter, so on to the next date.
So, she's on to the next one. How about him?
I think the date went kind of well. But I'm I'm a little bit in two minds. It seems like she didn't really eat. But she's small, so I don't know. Maybe she just doesn't eat much.
And rating?
Out of 3 stars, her I would rate a 2.5.
She ate like a bird. Is that because she's small or because she could feel no connection at all? Angie's third and final date is in Fontainebleau at the home of the sporty business manager Ryan.
Dating for me, non-existent, just because I feel it's like a lot of hard work.
That's probably because you make it hard work, Ryan. His menu is not exactly what you would call easy to make. He's cooking up a homemade soup as a starter and a labor-intensive beef Wellington for his main. Ryan starts by chopping up the vegetables for his soup.
That's going to cook in there for about 10 minutes. Then I'm going to basically cut these up into smaller pieces. Or if I'm a bit lazy, I'm just going to throw it all in 10 minutes time. And then I'm going to throw it in the blender. So I'm making beef Wellington, which will be really good. Well, I hope so. So I'll start off with some fillet of beef. I've got pastry over here. Puff pastry, so it's almost like a dessert pastry, so when you cut into it, it's really crispy and kind of flakes away. But in between that, it'll be mushrooms, onions, Worcester sauce, a little bit of jam, which will be really interesting. And there's one English mustard. It's going to be really good. I'm just going to double handful it in. Can I show you what I normally have for like dinner? Pretty much all pre-cooked. I'm hoping for somebody that arrives ready to have a good evening for 1. 2, up for a good conversation. There's nothing worse than just sitting there and there's awkward silence. So that's going to cook for about 4 minutes. I'm just going to rotate it every minute. And then I'm going to put it onto a side plate, let it rest, because the majority of the cooking on the inside will happen when it gets put in the oven. And that will be filled with the pastry and all that sort of thing.
Although he sounds like he's done it 100 times before, this is in fact the first time Ryan is making beef Wellington. He's following the recipe he downloaded from the internet to the T.
My pet peeves, if you don't finish the food, I think that's one of my pet peeves because I love food so much. So the food never really goes back to the kitchen. It's always finished at the dining table.
Having seen how Angela eats, Ryan better be prepared to be peeved. He's making pancakes for dessert and moves on to making his batter.
That's going to create the batter, but I'm not too sure how it's going to become like all battery, but I just need to like mix it up and then just pour it into a saucepan, I guess, like an electric frying pan, which I'll do. This is a gravy for my beef Wellington. It looks a little thick, so I'll just add some more stock to it.
After thinning his Madeira gravy, he mixes up some additional stock to add to his vegetables for his butternut soup. Then it's back to the Wellington again.
So I cooked it for about 5 minutes, let it rest for about half an hour to an hour. I'm just gonna place it right over there. I'm just gonna do it like that. I like mushrooms, so there'll be quite a lot of it. Just gonna cut that.
While he waits for the oven to heat up, he blends the butternut and vegetables into a soup.
It's hot, so I'm gonna... Whoopsie, I should have put that on top, but we'll make it work. Oh, shitty. This is terrible. Stay good, stay good. Oh, it stayed good. Okay, that goes on top. Really good. And then I'm going to just lay this on top.
After pinching and buttering the pastry, it's time for the Wellington to go into the oven.
Hopefully it's really good, so I don't have to redo this. I'm just gonna give it a go. Doesn't say anything about baking soda. Oh, it does.
So it seems making pancake batter is another first for Ryan.
I am not as nervous, a little bit nervous. I'm quite excited. The menu looks amazing. I'm a dessert girl and it's Ferrero Rocher pancakes, so yeah, I'm excited for that.
I'm actually really excited. It's almost time.
She's excited, he's excited. Let's hope that continues once they've actually met.
That's a bit much. I think I'll just have it like that. Ready. How are you doing?
Angie.
No, I'm going to have a hug.
Good to meet you.
Likewise. Is your beverage?
Thank you. It's jam jar or mojito? Or a cross?
No, it's Moscow Mule.
Nice.
So it's vodka, ginger beer, and lime.
Okay.
Inspired from...
Cheers.
Cheers. Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you.
Yeah.
How old are you?
27.
You're younger than me.
How old are you?
I'm almost 29.
It's not that much younger. So what are some of your interests? Like, what do you enjoy doing?
I'm a relaxed person. I like pubs. I like bars. I like
so
outdoor
no,
stuff.
so no like clubs and stuff.
No, don't do the clubbing scene. Yourself?
I don't like that.
Okay.
I don't like wearing smart shoes to like.
That's the best excuse ever for no clubbing.
Yeah, and so I hate wearing smart shoes because I wear it Monday to Friday.
Okay.
So I don't want my weekends to be like a work day.
Okay, so work is quite corporate then, I'm assuming.
Yeah.
Okay.
So it's not like suit and tie and jacket. It's more like
Smart
long
shoes.
sleeve and smart shoes.
Okay.
And also I don't like paying for entrance.
So, even before the starter is served, Ryan seems to be off to a very good start.
First impression of Ryan, he is definitely my type of guy. He's very out there, he's very outgoing. He's quite funny. I love funny.
I think she's really cool, really down to earth.
So far, we seem to be gelling well. We seem to have a bit of a common ground. We're able to communicate. It's not like a one-sided deal conversation. It seems like it's going both ways, which is a win.
She's really nice. I just hope she finishes my drink because it's really inspired from wasting a lot of time at work.
Don't count on it, Ryan.
I hope you enjoy it.
I hope so too.
Enjoy it. Do you want some white wine or red wine?
I'm good.
Cool. So the no drinking, is that your whole entire life thing or is that a new thing?
It's a more recent thing. I was a cocktail bartender for a very long time.
Okay.
So I think I kind of got used to being on the other side of watching people get drunk. And actually, like, all honesty, my alcohol tolerance is so bad.
My mates and I, we started a very healthy eating lifestyle.
Okay.
Because we had a few accidents, like drinking and stuff.
Okay.
Not accidents like 9 months crying baby, but like car accidents and stuff.
Okay.
So we've changed our lifestyles completely. So limited drinking, but we take all that money and then we just put it into like holidays and stuff.
It's a much better way to spend your money, yeah.
It's a much better way. So starter's done. I'm going to organise us the Wellington.
Awesome.
Oh, I hope you like Wellington.
I'm interested in the Madeira sauce.
So, did she finish her soup?
Well, I didn't really focus on table manners or eating that much, to be honest. I was more focused on conversation, which is probably a good sign.
I think you share Ryan's focus, Angie.
I was very happy that she enjoyed the flavours because bun-up soup, it all comes together like right at the end.
How well will his Wellington come together at the end?
So here's the main course. Beef Wellington with a fantastic tasting sauce.
Madeiran sauce.
Exactly.
Okay, so tell me about making this. I've never made beef Wellington.
So for me, it's the first.
Okay.
I literally copy-pasted a recipe and I followed it.
Okay.
Hopefully I followed it well, unless I blame the recipe. So
you obviously take instructions well then.
yeah, sometimes, especially when I want to like impress.
Awesome.
So enjoy. I hope you like it. It's like medium.
It looks good. It's nice and rare.
Do you like it like that? Or like you like it a little bit more? See.
I like it like that.
Very mischievous, right?
Oh my god.
So Angie hardly touches her cocktail, but Ryan doesn't seem to mind, probably because he's making her laugh without getting her tipsy.
So I'm going to go to pudding. It's going to take me about 8 to 10 minutes, but I think you'll like it. Cool.
I think so. Yay, cool. It's the first time I've ever had beef Wellington, and it was really good. Actually, I'm very surprised and very impressed. And conversation is flowing. We're having a great time, and I'm so excited about dessert. Bring on dessert.
So So to be honest, making her smile, making her laugh, a little blush as well, so it's really cool. Also, I'm just being me, so if it works, it works. If it doesn't, it doesn't. So I'm having a lot of fun. So for me, pancakes, Ferrero Rochers to end off the evening, I think it's a fantastic end.
So it's the final course and Ryan's last chance to see an empty plate on Angie's side of the table.
So what's your take on sport? Like, as you can see, I'm big into it.
I see, yeah. Okay, I don't follow conventional sport. Like, I'll watch like World Cup when soccer's on.
Okay, soccer is not like my big thing, but soccer World Cups are really good.
You would probably have to explain the rules to rugby and cricket like a few times.
I'm not a big fan of indoors. Prefer outdoors, I suppose.
As well, I would rather be out and about doing something and being active than sitting down watching TV. Although I like to game. I like PS3 gaming.
You're going to have to teach me that as much as I teach you sport.
Gaming?
Yeah. Like.
Oh, I'm going to whip your butt.
Yeah.
Okay, well, this was wonderful. Thank you for an amazing date.
Cool. I hope you enjoyed it.
I did. It was amazing. And I'm going to get going.
Okay, cool. Thank you very much. Welcome to my humble abode. It is. It was a fantastic meeting you. Thank you very much.
And you're so tall.
I know. I'm like 6'5". It's cool. Thank you very much for spending time with me this evening.
Thank you for cooking. It was wonderful. Have a good evening further.
You too. Hope to see you soon.
I think the conversation was the best part of the date for me. We had a good laugh together. We have a very similar sense of humour. So overall, I had a great time. It was an awesome date.
It seems Angie preferred Ryan's conversation to his cooking. How did he feel about the evening?
I think it was good. I think she enjoyed the meals, even though she ate like small portions. I think it's very just like polite that she just ate really small portions.
So, how will Ryan rate his date?
For me, I would have liked her to eat a little bit more food, just because you spend the whole day preparing. Like, you go to the shops, you buy the ingredients, you sit there, you chop them, you cut them, then you actually have to cook it, boil it, blend it. It's a lot of effort. So out of 3 stars, I'll probably give her like a 2.5.
So, 2.5 stars for Angie from Ryan. For Angie, the evening was all about the mood, while Ryan just wished she'd eaten more of his food. The dinners have been eaten and the dates are done and dusted. Now Angela must decide which of the tempting trio she'd like to see again.
My date with Tyler was actually my favorite menu, I must be honest. He made lamb chops, which are my favorite, and he made them so well. His house is beautiful. The conversation was quite easy with Tyler. I was a little bit alarmed that he seems to be a bit of a ladies' man, which stressed me out a little bit.
Bit nervous, hoping she'll choose me. But you're putting on some anti-aging cream. You need this when you turn 30. So yeah, we'll see how it goes. If she chooses me, that'll be great. If not, then I guess the better guy won, right?
My conversation with Marco in the beginning was a little bit difficult. I felt like we battled a little bit to find common ground. But once the nerves had subsided and we were kind of comfortable with each other, it was a lot easier to chat. He's quite a funny guy, which was a big plus. And my favorite part of that date was probably his bolognese, because it's very rare for people to actually make it, that it simmers for hours, which I know he did, so that was great.
So, a bit nervous, don't know what's gonna happen. Gonna find out in a few minutes. Maybe I was lucky, maybe I wasn't.
My date with Ryan was probably my most relaxed one. We have a very similar sense of humor, so we found it easy to joke and discuss things the whole night. He is a little bit younger than me and seems like he might still be in the party scene, which is the opposite of what I'm looking for.
She really enjoyed the dinner. She really enjoyed the dessert. Put a lot of time and effort into it, so probably be really gutted if I don't win.
All 3 dates seem keen to see Angie again, but which of the 3 will she choose to invite out for a romantic meal? And who will be left to eat a microwave meal at home alone?
the moments of truth. It's not as good as my food, obviously, but it'll do.
Dear Marco, a dessert is not a dessert without chocolate. Thanks for a lovely evening. I agree. I'm also a chocolate.
Dear Tyler, thank you very much for the lovely date and food. Unfortunately, I decided to choose another man. I couldn't see us taking the next step. We have different ideals and ambitions. I wish you all the best for your future endeavors. Sorry again, Angie. Whatever.
Tomorrow's another day. Let's see what happens. Can't dwell on the past.
So, that leaves one man who has cooked his way to a romantic meal for two.
Hey, how are you?
Hi, good and you?
So, why did you pick me?
Because you're fantastic and you made pancakes.
Yes, I want to win it. How cool is that?
So smiles for Ryan, who wins a second date with Angela, but not because of his hard work with the food.
Okay, other than the pancakes, you make me laugh, which is a big plus for me. It's one of the key things I look for.
Yeah.
So, yeah, and we had so much fun. It was a fantastic vibe. I thought it could only get better.
Yes.
Yeah. It's going really well. It's really nice to see him again. He's just as funny as I remembered. We've got the same good vibe. The food is fantastic. We're having a good chat. We've had a couple of good laughs. And yeah, I'm liking where this is going.
I'm not going to put a label on it. I think we can see what happens. Yeah, I think it's very exciting. It's off to a great start. So let's see what happens.
I would definitely like to see him again. We'll see how the night progresses. But so far, and I think it might be mutual, which is good.
We'll definitely see each other again. I think it'll be good fun. Maybe without all the other people, just us two would be really nice.
Cheers to second dates.
Yeah.
So this dinner date couple seems happy and free, and their chances look good for date number 3.